So we do get it, and we're discarding our Phoenix, and that brings it right into the battlefield. And I'll attack turn 1 Phoenix. Probably one of the most impressive things you can do.
Everybody, welcome back. You're watching Hella Good Game, and today we're playing around with a turn 1 Phoenix, which becomes possible due to the new adventure cards like Once Upon a Time, Merchant of the Veil, Rosethorn Alakite, etc., etc. So let's break down the decks. Make sure to like this video if you're looking forward to seeing a turn 1 Phoenix. We have 4 Shocks, 4 Edgewell Innkeepers, 2 Lava Coils, 4 Thrill of Possibility, 4 Once Upon a Time, 4 Bonecrusher Giant, 4 Merchant of the Veil, 4 Lovestruck Beast, 4 Rosethorn Alakites, 4 Arclight Phoenixes, 2 Castle Embers, 6 Mountain, 8 Forest, 4 Stomping Grounds, 2 Fatal Passages. The Shock is the burn spell, Lava Coil is the finisher burn spell, Edgewell Innkeeper is our draw engine. We also have Thrill of Possibility. Now this works as a draw and a discard, which is really nice because we're going to need to discard our Phoenix, which we all know. Once Upon a Time. Now this is a key piece to our puzzle because we can cast it for free. So this is a spell paid 0 for, which is really, really fun. Bonecrusher Giant, stealing 2 damage to any target. Damage can't be prevented this turn, so you can really screw around with protection and still get that damage in if it's combat. And then when he becomes the target of a spell your opponent casts, it deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. Merchant of the Veil, this is another one of our key pieces. You can cast Haggle for 1. You may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. So we're using this as a primary and optimal discard for our Phoenix. We also have Lovestruck Beast, Heart's Desire for 1. Create a 1/1 white human creature. And then he himself is a 5/5, can't attack unless you have a 1/1. But the Adventure, which is going to let us draw off our Edgewell Innkeeper, much like our Bonecrusher Giant will. We also have Rosethorn Alakite, another adventure which will let us draw. Everything here is adventure, really. Add one mana of any color for 1, and then it's a 2/3, and you can add 1 mana of any color by tapping it later on. And then, of course, our Arclight Phoenixes, flying haste, 3/2s at the beginning of your combat. If you cast more than 3 instant or sorcery spells, bring this from your graveyard to the battlefield. Castle Embers gives things +1/+0 until end of turn. So just a little bit of a finisher there. Now, as far as this combo goes, there's a couple different ways you can do it. The most ideal way to do it will be Rosethorn Alakite in your opening hand into another Rosethorn Alakite into your opening hand. You have to have a forest before both of these, of course, to get it going. And then your second Rosethorn Alakite throws out a mountain, which is Merchant of the Veil's Haggle, which throws away your Arclight Phoenix, which now brings it back onto the field. So that's the most optimal way. You can also replace the first Rosethorn Alakite with a Once Upon a Time, and that's going to work the exact same way. And then you can also do that, but except be missing another piece of the puzzle. And then you have to make sure you are hitting that piece of the puzzle with your 5 scoop here. So you need to be missing a forest or a Rosethorn Alakite or a Merchant of the Veil, something like this. Or the Phoenix, because you're going to need to have all the pieces, of course, right? So that would be the last way. So yeah, easier said than done, obviously. If you're on the draw, it's about a 3.7%. And then if you're on the play, you're up to about a 6.7% chance of being able to pull this off due to your awesome shuffler. And yesterday, in all honesty, I sat down and I was tired. I was like, this is going to take me hours to get done. I may as well start now. And literally, I walked away with having it accomplished in less than 10 minutes. So really, really cool stuff. I was really happy with that. Totally ignore my energy in the video. We're going to be upbeat like we are now. I was just absolutely zombied yesterday. So make sure you're watching the video to the end so you see how this match turns out. We do sneak in the W, which is really great. And let me know down below what you think of my list, and if you've seen any better lists, maybe some more stable lists that work better long term, because obviously your shock, or your Arclight Phoenix can be removed by a shock or a Lava Coil quite easily, etc., etc. There's so many things to deal with it, but it's still really cool to get that fresh damage in really, really quickly. Like, you should be able to get 6 damage in before he can hit you. Ideally, unless he's popping you with a shock on turn 1, which is unlikely, I guess. Whew. So, easier said than done. However, it was easier than that, if that makes sense. Easier done than said than done. Yeah, cool beans. So make sure to watch this video to the end, like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all later with some thoughts from SP Arcata on Throne of Eldraine. Okay, so this will work if we can draw a Phoenix. Let's try it. We can get it with Once Upon a Time if we can draw the Phoenix here, which works. We pull our Phoenix, and now we allocate. We need a second allocate though, so this sucks. We're gonna add a mountain here, which will be our second spell, and this is gonna be our third spell actually. So we do get it, and we're discarding our Phoenix, and that brings it right into the battlefield. And I'll attack turn 1 Phoenix. Probably one of the most impressive things you can do. Let's give him a hello. Good game. Hopefully he doesn't have a shock just to roast us. I thought we were going to be here all day. We got this within a couple minutes. Let's see if we can finish him off, though, relatively quickly. Let's take it slow. It's quite an advantage, but it's easily stoppable. Like right now, gets that lava coil out. But we should be able to punish him. What's up, Z-Man? I'm gonna start calling you that because I can't even pronounce Maruz. Change your name to Z-Man for just the sake of the whole community. We're going for 5 because I doubt he blocks. And we're going to keep our shock and Bone Crusher Giant up. And that should probably seal the deal, right? Omnarth is upsetting to me. Let's snag that out of existence real quick. So there's only him as an elemental, which is still something. He's dealing 1 damage to a token. We have 2 of them though. So as long as he doesn't play a land after this, we're in a good situation. He does, that dirty dog. Okay, so we could do this still somehow. Apologize for that. Let's tuck that over here. Hopefully he blocks with his Omnarth here, and then we can just continue to bombard him. He's just going to take the damage, if you can believe that. Let's do that, and then we'll put our Bone Crusher Giant on the field and hold up shock again. So, we just need 3 more damage, and that's the game. Aloha, Kevin DeBose. What's good, G?
thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you stopping by. We're hitting people with turn 1 Phoenix today, which is about the coolest thing I've done in a while. It's about 5% chance for you to be able to get it when you run the numbers, and I got it within my second or third try, which is really cool. Oh, he mills a Risen Reef. But Almnarth is getting stronger and stronger. However, he can't target us. And we should be able to go wide. Because we only need 1 damage, right? And we have that here. So, I believe that's game. Yeah. Let's get right in there. All we need to do is 1 damage. That's game. So, the superiority of getting a 3-2 out on turn 1 is it's just too much. Like, you're getting 1 attack in for sure because it has haste for 3. And then you're getting probably a second in. So you got 6 damage free and clear before he can even respond to it. And this gentleman was lucky. He even had a lava coil right away and was able to respond to it. But that doesn't always happen. And he still couldn't keep up to the pace.